back to New Day Northwest. Ready or not, the cold, dark, damp days of fall are upon us. But luckily, we have the King 5 weather team to keep us in the know when the weather goes sideways. And Chief Meteorologist Mike Everett is joining us now. Thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me. This is fantastic.
I am so delighted to have you here. We've been trying to do this forever.
For a long time.
But before we get into all the things that we've been talking about over the year, first of all, I have to just clear the air. Yesterday was Halloween.
Yes, it was.
King 5 had a costume contest.
Yes, we did.
Your team and my team were both up for best group.
Yes, we were.
And, you know, I would say you all did a really, really good job. You came to play. You were our biggest competition. You were all the different mascots.
Yes, we were.
From the various Seattle sports teams. And
oh, look at Rich. This one's great.
That one, that's a little terrifying, actually, Rich.
And that was the point. Intimidation.
That's the thing. He better not bring that when we go camping.
And here I am.
And this is you. Oh, that's cute. You know what? I like it. It's reminiscent of Doppler, but not too over the top. And there is, oh, look at Adam.
Adam fully committed.
I am so proud of the weather team for all fully committing.
I'm going to give credit to Leah Pizzetti for that. She was really the driving force behind all of this.
She was committed. I actually caught her in the makeup room, and she was talking a lot of trash. I'm not going to lie.
There was some smack talking.
There was some smack talk.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we won. I mean, unfortunately for you. Fortunate for us. Oh, we did so good, but so did you. But it was a lot of fun. Do you think you guys are going to maybe try to bring it again next year?
Oh, we're going to super bring it next year. Now that we know where the bar is, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm just going to warn you, I am fiercely competitive.
So are we.
All right, we'll forgive you now. But let's talk about you are all sports themed. Do you have a favorite Seattle sports team?
Well, you know what? I went to my first Seahawks game on Sunday.
Did you?
It was just an extra sensory experience. It was really, really something. And you get to see Pete Carroll in person.
Yes.
And there was that moment where he bumped into the ref. I don't know if you heard about this.
No, I didn't.
So Pete Carroll got a little excited, as Pete does. He got out into the zone where he wasn't supposed to be. There's that massive sideline there. He bumps into the head referee. Head referee throws the flag and called a penalty on the Seattle Mariners.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. It went viral. It was fantastic.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And I was there, man.
That is so cool.
And then just in general, I actually got to see the Coachella Valley Firebirds on Saturday.
Nice. You were very busy.
It was a busy weekend, yeah. And then you throw in some Halloween parties in there as well. But
you know, I love that you really, I mean, wow, you were really busy this weekend. But you also spent part of your childhood growing up with the PNW, right?
Yeah, so I was born in Vancouver, Canada. And my parents were America-philes. We were huge America fans, like a lot of Canadians are. But we had a camper van. And so every weekend, every vacation, every opportunity we got, we were across the border.
Really?
Yeah. And so we drove like all the way down through California, Arizona, into the Baja. Like, I mean, we really went wild.
Wow, you went all the way down.
Mm-hmm. And then we had a property. We had a little lot in Marble Mount, Washington, so up towards Whatcom County, close to Mount Baker.
Yeah.
I caught my first fish there.
Really?
I caught my first trout in the Skagit River when I was about 6.
Oh my gosh. So while you were exploring all these different regions, is that why you went, wow, weather is so cool?
Weather has been, and it's funny because I didn't make the connection until I was a little bit older that I am rarely silent, I'm rarely still. I just have a battery inside of me that goes 24/7. So I'm always out exploring and adventuring. And the things that really excite me, skiing is my favorite thing.
Really?
Yeah. Mountain biking, of course. Surfing, a big part of my life has been surfing. Golf, hiking, whatever. And they're all weather dependent. And so I became a forecaster by default. Before I even went to school, I was always looking at tides and storms.
That makes sense. You have to know.
And, you know, not getting struck by lightning.
That's key. When thunder roars, go indoors.
Right, absolutely.
So, oh, how fascinating. Well, now you've put all that raw talent to work through. Now you're a meteorologist, you're our chief meteorologist, and now we've got this First Alert Weather Network. Can you tell us what that is? Well, because I know I've been hearing a lot about it.
Yeah, and this is kind of a new groundswell that we're really excited about. Before I do that, I just want to start by saying what an exciting time it is to be at King 5 in general. I mean, it's exciting to be at King 5. I grew up watching this station, so to be on this side of the camera now is just pinch me. I'm so happy. But you know, we've got all of the, you know, the classics. We've got Joyce Taylor, we've got Greg Copeland, and then we've got this new infusion of people. So there's this renaissance taking place. Yeah. And then, of course, to be the chief, and now to have a full weather staff. You know, there are 5 of us now.
That is amazing.
And we bring it. So we've got Christopher Nunley's got a PhD. Leah Pizzetti has got her master's. Rich, of course.
Rich just knows everything.
Yeah, he is Pacific Northwest weather. Adam Claiborne went to Florida State. I went to Mississippi State. You know, so we've got some firepower here. We are all actual meteorologists.
Yeah, we have I will say, unparalleled by anyone in this market. Our team is just the best. But with First Alert Weather, what is it? How does it work? How does the King 5 weather team activate it?
So here's what's great about it is First Alert has been our brand for a long time. So what we're doing is actually just revitalizing it. So we are the First Alert weather team, 24/7, 365. But what we've done now is added an extra component to it so that whenever we do have severe weather that could potentially affect people or property, we take it to an extra level. Now we have a First Alert weather day. So for example, the climate's changing.
Yeah.
Absolutely no doubt about it. And so what we will start to see is that the Pacific Northwest isn't traditionally a severe weather market. You know, I've worked in Florida and Colorado where, you know, we have blizzards and baseball-sized hail. And,
oh, no, thank you.
Yeah, hurricanes, tornadoes, you know, I've done it all. And here, luckily, you know, for the most part, it's just rain.
Yeah.
But, you know, we have had tornadoes in recent history.
Yeah.
And tornadoes are nothing to mess with. You know, if we have the flooding, like we are on the verge right now of our 3rd, what's called a triple dip La Nina. So if you remember last year, especially up towards Skagit and Whatcom counties, we had that flooding. You know, I went and visited Sumas right after that flood, and that was very serious. So our goal now is to make it so that it's very simple. There's no levels, there's no colors. It's not going to be a level 3. It's either yes or no, on or off.
That is so great. Just tell me. And you know what? I may not be worried about a major weather event, but just knowing that I need to leave for work earlier or I need to prepare my children at school, this is something I need to pay attention to. So that I really appreciate it, Mike. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing this.
Thanks for having me.
Cannot wait to hear some more updates. You have to come back again soon, okay?
Okay, it's a deal.
Awesome.